Hi everyone, this is the Michael Myers Fanatic. I'm here today to talk about a random topic, which is Leprechaun 7. I want to say first of all, I enjoyed reviewing the Leprechaun movies for you guys throughout 2014. I think they're really awesome and they are very underrated. I saw the first movie, I think in 1996 or something like that. I think it was on UPN. And I liked the movie, but I wasn't what you would say a hardcore fan. I was more of a casual fan. Whereas, like, if I saw the movie, great, but if not, that's okay. And then I saw the second Leprechaun movie a few months later or something like that. In 2014, a family member actually bought me all 6 Leprechaun movies on DVD, and that was really cool of that person to do that. They claim they don't even remember doing it, but thank you anyway. That's when I became a bigger fan of the Leprechaun franchise, and I realized just how underrated they truly were, those Leprechaun films. The first one starred Jennifer Aniston as a woman named Tori Redding, and she was at a farm and she was being chased by this Irish monster, the Leprechaun. His name is Lubden, I believe, and he is portrayed by Warwick Davis. The second movie is about some chick named Bridget, and she is portrayed by Siobhan Durkin. And in part 3 we have Tammy, and she's Lee Armstrong. And in Leprechaun 4, that one, I believe her name is Jessica Collins, and she was on The Young and the Restless before abruptly leaving in July of 2015, so I hope she's doing alright. And then we have Leprechauns 5 and 6, and they are set in an urban environment. Many fans view those films as being racist. I'm one of them. Warwick Davis talked about doing a 7th Leprechaun movie, and one of the ideas that he had was the Leprechaun in the White House. I thought that would have been very interesting. I would have loved to have seen Leprechaun in the White House. And some of you are going to say, well, what about Leprechaun Origins? Listen, I'm not even going to get into that. Nothing against Dylan Postel or Postal or whatever his name is, aka Hornswoggle. I have nothing against him personally, but I'm not even going to get into Origins, because that was just a cash grab. WWE saw an opportunity and they took it, so that's of little significance to me. I'm going to talk about the true Leprechaun, and his name is Warwick Davis. Shout out to you, sir. You did an excellent job in all 6 films, and I think your performance is highly underrated. And I'm here today to talk about Leprechaun 7 and what I think you could do and should do should you choose to return to the role. If WWE lets you. I don't know how long they have the rights, but hopefully they don't have them too long. But anyway, another pitch that they wanted to do for Leprechaun 7 is to have the Leprechaun in the Wild West, or in the Old West, or whatever kind of West, some kind of West. That would have annoyed me. I don't want to see Leprechaun set in the past, because then how can you call it 7? Now, I know that the films are not big on continuity, but I really don't see how it's the 7th film if it's set in the Pirate Age. That would be more like a prequel, wouldn't it? Another idea they had was having the Leprechaun on an island. Now that would work. I mean, let's say that this couple wants to get away. They want to go to a beautiful island, and make love or whatever. They find this pot of gold. And the leprechaun tortures them and their friends. See, that's a good movie right there. I like that. But if you truly want to do a leprechaun origin story with Warwick Davis, by the way, you have to have Warwick Davis in this film in order for it to truly be a leprechaun film. Then what you could do is have him in Ireland as a human before he made this deal with the devil or whatever you want to say happened to him. But he claims that he made a deal with the devil and that's how he got his powers. He said, I traded my soul for the gold. So that's clearly indicative of the fact that he made this deal with Satan. And I would love to see a film about that and see what did they talk about to make this deal. What kind of deal did they make? That would be a good idea. What do you guys think of a 7th Leprechaun film? I'm highly in favor of it. I hope I can somehow get in touch with Mr. Warwick Davis. I've tried tweeting him and I've gotten no response. I've tried contacting him on Facebook and I've gotten no response. Hopefully this video reaches him somehow, and I just want him to know how much I love and appreciate his work as Lubden, the demonic leprechaun. My least favorite of the films would have to be 5 and 6. As a black person, they really offended me because, they had the nerve to call the movies Leprechaun in the Hood. That's really offensive. So, no disrespect to you, Mr. Davis, but I was really offended with those last 2 movies. The first 4 were good, but the last 2, not so much. They kind of offended me. And they offended even some white fans. Because they came to me and they said, Myers fan, they said, these last 2 films are really racist, And I hadn't even thought about it like that until they said something about it. So you even have white people pointing out the fact that Leprechauns 5 and 6 were really racist. And I know it's not your fault. I know you're just doing what you're told to do. But I just wanted to point that out. I have no problem with you. I think you're great. And I would love to see you come back for Leprechaun 7. I think they should do an origin story with you. Or they could do that island story that they were going to do. Because a lot of couples buy islands. I watch a show where a lot of people buy island-related property on HGTV. So it does make sense where this couple would go to this island and they end up being stalked by Lubden. I think that would be great for a Leprechaun movie. Because even though you have this couple going to this island, going to the island is not enough for them. Some people are very greedy, and that seems to be very thematic throughout these Leprechaun films. They just never get enough, which is why they end up being killed by Lubden. So I think that Leprechaun 7 would just be one more great experience and one more great chance to tell that story of this couple on this island that, they're having the time of their life, and that's still not enough for them. They want more. They find this pot of gold, and this is when Lubden comes into the picture, and he kills them. What more can I say? Well, not kills them, but he tries to kill them, I should say. He kills people around the island. It would sort of be like I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, only with the leprechaun instead of the killer with the hook. So you guys let me know what you think. I enjoyed the first 6 films. 5 and 6 were a little racist, but I'm gonna try my best to get over that. You know, hopefully if Warwick Davis does return, they won't make that same mistake. To me, you are the true Leprechaun, sir, and I hope that you come back someday. I hope that you will do a Leprechaun box set where you will have all new features for the Leprechaun movies. I do plan on getting the Leprechaun movies on Blu-ray someday, and I wanted to do a Leprechaun marathon on St. Patrick's Day, but my DVD player is on the fritz right now, so I don't really know how that's going to turn out. Anyways, I'm going to get going. I thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully Warwick Davis can and will return to the role that made him famous, or in his case, infamous. I love the Leprechaun films. I think they're highly underrated, just like the Wishmaster films are. I've heard that Jennifer Aniston has divorced herself from the first Leprechaun film. She does not want to talk about it. And I just want to say this before I go. I find it very interesting that a lot of these stars play in these horror films, and then once they make it big, they sort of shake it off like it's a piece of toilet paper on their shoe. And I really don't understand that, because you're telling me that it was good enough for you when you were unknown, but now that you're famous, you don't want to have anything to do with it. Well, you know, to me, that's not a loyal person. That shows that you have no loyalty, in my opinion. And I can't mess with people that aren't loyal. With me, it's horror all day, every day. Not literally watching it all day, every day, but I'm telling you, I'm a horror fan all day, every day. I'm loyal to the genre. I don't care how big I make it. I could have 1,000 subscribers or 1 million, and it doesn't make me a bit of a difference. I'm loyal all day, every day. I don't care. I'm not Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm not Jennifer Aniston, where I'm gonna change my mind just because I'm famous. You know, I don't get these people. But anyway, I hope Warwick Davis comes back and makes the true Leprechaun 7, not that trash that WWE made called Leprechaun Origins. So I'm going to get out of here, and with that being said, happy St. Patrick's Day. If you celebrate it, I'm the Michael Myers fanatic. I approve this message. Warwick Davis, let's get the ball rolling. Come back and make Leprechaun 7. Because I know you want your gold, and you're ready to kill whoever has it. And thank you very much.